So I know I made a Thomas Bus review and a Bluebirds review, but I never taken the Bluebird on a test drive and a video. So I'm not gonna do that with this bus because I already driven it and everybody already see what I did with it. But I am gonna tell you which bus I think is better between the Bluebird Vision and the Thomas C2. Now, look wise, they're both very detailed and the developers got the details right. But I feel like the Bluebird drives a little bit like kind of like drive sluggish per se. If you wanna, just agree with me on that. But detail wise, I like the way it looks. I like the way the dashboard looks. I just don't like the fact that these are down here. Yeah, other than that, it's not bad. And I kind of like how this looks right here on this bus. Now, it's not bad. I think this is pretty much the better bus for this one about its details and stuff. There we go. And you can actually see the mirror. Let me get out and do this. And as you can see, what I said about the mirror on the C2, the mirror is actually behind the window, which it probably is on the C2 as well. But if I look on the driver's side when I'm, doing the red lights, when I'm doing my override red lights, I can actually see this in this spot. And look, even though it's not powered windows, which is not really that bad, I kind of like it. And not only do I like the bus itself, the seats are actually, the actual color of the bus, because I haven't been on a school bus for that long, and I don't remember them having gray seats. I remember them having these shitty leather brown seats and the shitty leather green ones that smell like burning rubber. So anyway, I think the Bluebird would be the better bus, but I can't really say that without giving you guys the actual letdown on the Thomas. My only biggest thing I hate about these buses is kind of how the front end looks. I mean, Bluebird has a bunch of other buses, like the Internationals and stuff, but why they chose the Bluebird Vision, we don't know why. And I mean, the dog nose end, I'm not really a fan of it, and I'm not really a fan of the flat nose one either. But I thought they would have chose at least the 98 through 99 Bluebird Vision that actually looks pretty decent, and not this weird shovel looking front end of a bus. But it's not bad, and I pretty much can say this, that they did a very good job on it. Now I'm gonna tell you my thing. I'm gonna tell you my problem and my thing about the Staff's T-liner. Now for the Thomas C2, I do like I said about the Bluebird, I don't like how the dog and nose look, but this is not that bad. It's pretty spot on. I mean, yeah, pretty much spot on. I just don't like how, yeah, like I said, I don't like how this looks. Look, it's barely even pointing to the back. And if I go in the bus, you can actually see it, especially with this mirror right here. See how I'm supposed to see anybody? I gotta look to the side, like in my depth perception or whatever that is. And then this, I gotta look to the side just to see this. They could at least put the mirror on this beam right here, this part right here, at least. And this is like, would have been better. But yeah, the C2 is not bad. It's pretty more detailed than the Bluebird Vision, especially with the mirrors and the fact that the C2 actually looks pretty decent. Now I'm not saying the Bluebird Vision don't look decent. It looks way detailed, but I just don't like how I gotta look to the side just to see my crossing lines, just to see my stop sign stick out, and I look all the way to the side, or like partially to the side, to see if anybody coming up to the front of the bus. Like, it's not bad. I like this setup, especially I got the little switch right here for the door, right there. But I don't remember being on a C2. I don't know. You guys can tell me, but I don't remember them having great seats. I remember them having them shitty brown leather seats that smelled like burning rubber. But it's not bad. Even the LED lights on top. I'm not really. The only thing I hate about this thing is the fact that the scuba sign don't light up. But that's probably like like something that they didn't really want to put in the game. And the fact that you can't use the emergency doors. And my problem is, why is there only one emergency door here? And that's on both buses. But I did take this bus on the test drive, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I should have did that with the Bluebird when I first got it, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time, and I kind of just thought about it when I looked back, and I was like, okay, wait, I did that, but not that one. But this is not bad. I like the way the bus drives. The bus actually drives kind of better than the Bluebird. The Bluebird kind of drives like sluggish, especially when you're braking. But it's not bad, and I can actually show you that the Bluebird actually has trouble braking more times than the C2. I know one thing they're probably gonna add in the next update. Probably, I don't know. They're probably gonna add more buses like the ICE Internationals. They're probably gonna add small buses. They're probably gonna add like minivans. I don't know. And I'm not really not really a bus person, but I'm pretty sure if I remember riding to school, but they had like an exterior monitor board. So when you use the amber and green light, you use the amber and red lights, it was showing a little board up here. It was usually right here, or probably right there. I don't really remember. It's been a while, but I can actually show you why I like these buses compared to the Bluebird Visions, and I will show you why as I'm driving. All right, so here we are. Just gonna show you why I like the C2s, and I like the fact that I can actually see my miles an hour. I can actually see the RPMs going up as well. I think that's the RPMs, I'm not sure. But yeah, this thing picks up speed a little bit faster than the Bluebird Vision, especially for the simple fact that it has a Cummins IBS engine, which produces around 200 and 260 horsepower. If I'm not mistaken, I probably got that wrong, which I don't know. You guys can look it up yourselves, but I kind of like this because I can actually see how fast I'm going without looking at the mini map on my left, and I can actually see. Look, I'm going 35 miles an hour. Well, I think so. Yeah, I'm going like about 35 miles an hour, and the fact that this thing comes to a stop. Well, the brakes kind of suck. But I mean, look at it like this. This bus is not that bad. I pretty much like how the way this bus drives, and I'm gonna show you what I mean about the Bluebird Vision. Alright, I got the Bluebird, as you can see, and I'm about to take this thing on the drive, and I'm about to show you that the Thomas C2 is a little bit faster than this. And yeah, I could see the miles an hour. I could see the miles an hour screen, which is down there, but it's kind of tiny. There's no way that this thing is right. Look, it says 40 down there, and I'm only going 25. See? That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit off. And then it's not that bad to drive. It's pretty good bus, but I feel like the Thomas is faster than this, even though this thing has a 7.2 Caterpillar turbo diesel engine. And I don't remember how much horsepower this thing actually holds. That's the only thing. I don't know how much horsepower this bus has. And one thing that they could have did right was they could have got the indicators right. Cause look, the indicator's not supposed to be red on the outside and then the blinking one on the inside. It's supposed to be the other way around. But yeah, it's not bad. The Bluebird's a little bit slower than the Thomas C2, especially when you kind of floor it, I guess. But I like both of them. I'm just more of a fan of Thomas buses. Like I said, probably in the next update, they're probably gonna have either minivans, not minivans, but like minivan buses, or they're probably gonna have maybe more Thomas buses or Bluebirds, or even they probably introduce the ICE buses for once. I don't know. It should be like a thing. Especially if it's the ICE buses are technically better than both of these buses. And to be honest, the one thing I did like about these buses, well, I don't like, how come the bulb on the top is incandescent but this is the LED. And so my brake lights. Don't make no damn sense. But I'm more of a fan of the ICEs than the Thomas and the Bluebird combined. See, if it was the '98 Bluebird, maybe I would have cut it some slack. But it's about that it's kind of an old bus. I don't know what year this bus is supposed to be. Neither do I know about the C2, but I'm just gonna say this is probably like at least around 2012 to 2016, and the C2 is probably, probably like I'll say around like 2012, 2016 as well. I don't really remember because they don't really update how the buses look. They all look the same to me. But my thing about this bus is, this one is more spot on than the C2 for the simple fact that the seats itself are brown. The seats itself on this bus is brown. The other one is like gray. I never seen a bus with gray seats before. This was like a minivan. I don't remember. But yeah, the brakes stuck on this thing too. A little bit better than the C2 actually. But yeah, they're not bad buses, and I'm glad they added it to the game. But I'm waiting for them to see if they're gonna add any ICE buses to this thing. And which wouldn't be a bad thing. It'd actually be a good thing if they add ICE buses. Not looking like this thing though. Not this dog nose hood concoction they cooked up. Because I don't know what they was doing with this. But it's not a bad bus overall. It's a pretty good bus, and I'm glad they added it to the game along with the C2. But if you want to see the other couple of videos I had, I did do a test run on the C2, a test drive, and I did run a couple of routes with it. I think there was one from yesterday I did. There was one from the other day, like last week I think I did. And I'm gonna put the link in the description so you guys can see them too. I guess it's goodbye for now until probably the next update or something. I don't know.